This podcast may contain paid advertisements, but more on that later. Welcome to the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast, your go-to resource for unraveling the intricacies of business and leadership, honing in on the essence of bootstrapping a business from scratch. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur, a dedicated bootstrapper, or a leader navigating life's various challenges, this podcast is crafted just for you. I'm Isaiah O'Connor, your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur, and my mission is to guide you towards personal and professional growth. Let's embark on this journey together. Happy 4th of July, everyone. As this episode just so happens to land on the 4th of July, 2025, I decided to pull from the archives to remaster an episode that highlights what makes America strong. Not just military power, but the drive and creativity of entrepreneurs, inventors, and manufacturers who keep this country moving forward. I originally recorded this back in April of 2020, right as the COVID crisis was ramping up. In those tough years, it wasn't just talk. Factories retooled to produce ventilators and masks, small businesses pivoted to meet urgent needs, and entrepreneurs found new ways to keep money flowing despite the uncertainty. While the economy took some serious hits, these actions helped keep things afloat and laid the groundwork for recovery. This episode digs into what the real backbone of America's strength is: the people and industries that kept them going when times were tough. Now, since this episode is too short for a mid-episode break, I want to give you a quick update. There are no new 5-star Apple reviews or new Patreons to shout out. If you do find value in this show and want to support what I'm doing, please a share, a review, or even a financial contribution really helps. As for the Patreon, I'll admit I've been terrible at keeping that updated. I'm going to be reworking the tiers as I can, so you can start supporting for just $3 a month and still get the basics. Also, remember, I am in the middle of an international move, so please do bear with me if that takes a little bit longer to get fixed. I've got a lot on my plate. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the episode and have a fun and safe 4th of July. Enjoy those barbecues, enjoy those fireworks, and try to keep all your fingers. Have a great 4th of July. Let's do this. So, during World War II, when America got dragged into the war, it made a massive difference to the Allied success in winning the war. Now, our troops were okay at first. They were rather green, not tried and tested in battle. That would come with work and fighting. The hardened troops would come eventually. So initially, our troops weren't the best in the world. They weren't bad, but they were okay. They just didn't have much in the way of battlefield experience yet. But that would come again with experience, with actual being in battle and taking on the enemy. So, yeah, American troops were very important and made an impact, of course, in the battle. But the American fighting spirit, as strong as it is not really what made the biggest difference. What made the biggest difference is America's superpower. And I don't mean its status as a superpower. I mean what America has that makes it so powerful, and that is its sheer manufacturing capability and the sheer willingness of people to go out and make and build
what is needed to win against anything that is thrown against us. Matter of fact, let's go read some stats here. I'm reading from the PBS website about the war at home production. And they write this. In the 3 years following the Battle of Midway, the Japanese built 6 aircraft carriers, the US built 17. American industry provided almost 2/3 of all the Allied military equipment produced during the war. 297,000 aircraft, 193,000 artillery pieces, 86,000 tanks, and 2 million army trunks. In 4 years, American industrial production, already the world's largest, doubled in size. That's immense. That's crazy. It wasn't creating new manufacturing, it was retooling similar products into what was needed. And now, flash forward to 2020 and this whole pandemic going on right now. And what do we see? We see US manufacturers again retooling and switching their factories over to create ventilators and masks and other such things that we need. Now, sure, there are several of these factories that are very well established large companies that have stepped up to start making things. For example, Ford is starting to make ventilators, repurposing even some fans that were part of their air conditioning system in their car, repurposing and adapting them to become purified air ventilators, which are badly needed right now. So, yeah, that's great. But this is a Bootstrap podcast for entrepreneurs, bootstrappers. What does that have to do with us? Well, bootstrappers often come up with a great idea. They start small, they start in the garage, they build up, build up, build up until they can become a large company that can doing this, making face masks, making ventilators, making hospital gowns, clothing manufacturers, switching over to make these things, etc. And this, it goes back to my last podcast that bootstrappers, entrepreneurs, small business are the hope for America and even hope for the people right now that are dying, because it's the bootstrappers, it's entrepreneurs, it's the inventors, it's the people with great ideas, big ideas that can step up to the plate right now and help create things like the masks. And when I say inventors, well, private industry in the United States has come up with better and better, faster tests for COVID-19. I heard that there was a test between 5 minutes now and 2 minutes, down from 5 days plus to test to see if you have it or not. That was because, again, manufacturers stepped up to the plate. Lots of different treatments are being looked into really quick. Lots of different possible vaccines are being worked on. A lot of things are happening, and it's American industry that is doing it. It's people stepping up to the plate because it needs to be done, and it needs to be done now. So they take the challenge and they step up and say, let's do this, let's fight this thing, we can do it, and start ramping up production to provide what is badly needed right now. And this is what I meant when I said that American entrepreneurs, bootstrappers are the hope for America. It's not just for the economy, and it's not just for, of course, providing jobs and whatnot. It's stepping up to the plate to create the cures, to create the equipment, to create the drugs and other medical supplies that's needed. Because when you're in business, of course you're in it for yourself, as I said. But as you go out there, you can provide much needed services. And when you focus on providing the best services and taking care of your customers and taking care of your country, that's when you're going to be successful. And that's the biggest, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest, most important things about being in business. It's being able to give people what they need, give them value, and take care of other people. If you go back to, and maybe I'll throw a link into it, my podcast on giving. Givers are the most successful people, and they're the ones we need, because givers are the ones that will step up to the plate and do what's needed and do the right thing because it's the right thing, and not ask for anything in return, but just take care of business. And these are the people we need. And I know that a lot of you out there are that way. Entrepreneurs, bootstrappers, inventors, idea people. We need this. This is what you can do. You are America's superpower. The ability to create and manufacture and invent are the superpowers of the United States. Look through the history of the United States. It's the invention. It's the manufacturing capabilities. It's the willingness to work and work hard to fight a common enemy. And that is what makes America great and strong. So this is a great time to look at, okay, how can I serve people? How can I help people? This is the time. You're America's superpowers. Just remember, when you're going out there, when you're starting businesses, when you're developing businesses, if you keep the big picture of, yes, you want your customers, yes, you want to succeed, but if you keep the idea of you're providing people's needs, you're taking care of what people really need and want, it's not just about you. You take care of other people, that's going to impact people and make you successful and make everyone around you successful as well. So you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
If today's episode added value to your day, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment and consider giving us a stellar 5-star rating on your favorite podcast platform. Whether it's Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, or more. And remember, if you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, I will personally read it out in the next episode. To support the show, you can make a one-time gift by buying us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/bootstrap, donate through PayPal at paypal.me/IOCPOD, or make a contribution on our Patreon page at patreon.com/IOCPOD. Your support keeps the episodes coming. For even more content and exclusive perks, join our Patreon community at patreon.com/IOCPod. Patrons enjoy ad-free episodes, access to our private Discord server, early content previews, and a lot more. And here's an exciting offer. Get your free trial of our $5 a month Bootstrapper Community Explorer tier. This exclusive tier grants you ad-free content, Discord server access, and early content previews. Join us and be part of the inner circle. If you're feeling more generous, those who join tiers $25 a month and up will have a chance to be a featured guest on this podcast. A massive thank you to Wintergotten for generously providing the incredible intro and outro music at no cost. We appreciate their support. Be sure to check out Wintergotten's amazing work on YouTube at youtube.com/@Wintergotten. Until next time, I'm your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur, Isaiah O'Connor, signing off. This is the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast, brought to you by Athos Business Solutions. For our companion podcast, the Athos Business Podcast, hosted by Jason St. Clair, along with past episodes and related blogs, visit our website at athos.com. That's ATHEOZ.com or theoz.com. Goodbye for now.